Page 6 of our Module 4 packet is talking about writing and evaluating expressions. On the top of this paper, you will see a menu from a restaurant. You're going to use those prices and those products to write different expressions for yourself in order to simplify them like we've done previously in class. Evaluating an expression means to simplify it. Remember, we cannot solve expressions, we can only solve equations when there is an equal sign. So an expression only has the operation, the constants, and the variable, which is the letter. We do not have to solve for anything unless we are using an equation. So we're going to write out what we think the expression is, and then we're going to evaluate it if simplifying it is possible. So the first question and the second question are the two that we're going to model. The directions for this page tell you that you have to choose 5 questions in order to get credit. So besides the 2 we do together, you need to choose 5 on your own after we have looked at how to model our questions. Question number 1. Mr. Elton ordered 3 hot dogs for his family. How much was the meal? Well, it tells us that 3 hot dogs would be a quantity of 3 as our constant, but it says that each hot dog is worth $3. But first, we have to write an expression. So hot dog is our variable, so we can represent that with an H. If we write our H right next to our 3, that means we're multiplying them together. So he ordered 3 hot dogs. So we're writing them right next to each other. You could also write it as H plus H plus H, because H being added 3 times is the same as having 3 H's. 1, 2, 3. Now we can evaluate it because we can substitute the price from the menu. So we're going to simplify, not solve with an equal sign. So in place of our H, we know that the hot dog is worth $3. So we would have 3 plus 3 plus 3, or we would have 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So the evaluating of our expression led us to an answer of 9. You could have written your expression as 3H or H plus H plus H. Those are equivalent expressions, which means they're equal to each other, or they measure the same amount. Question number 2. Mr. Stanley wants to eat an ice cream sundae after he finishes his meal of Coke and a slice of pizza. How much was his bill? So we need to find the total of an ice cream sundae, a Coke, and a slice of pizza. So total means that we're going to add things together. So we have an ice cream sundae, which I'm going to use an I for, plus he had a Coke, which I'm going to use a C for, just using the first letter of the word for our variable, and then he wants a slice of pizza. So we will be adding a P for pizza. So if you added those 3 amounts together, you would get the total that he spent on his meal. We can use the menu on the page to find out what we need to substitute for our constant to evaluate our expression. So your ice cream sundae is worth $3 on your menu, plus your Coke, which is worth $1, plus the pizza slice, which is worth $3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So the total bill for Mr. Stanley would be $7. Now go ahead and choose 5 on your own to solve, or comment and like this video if you would need more help.